Hi, welcome to Tarot by Naveen. So good to have you here. Okay, so clearly this is a tarot card reading channel where I do different readings. You can see all of them on the screen. Feel free to peruse and explore. I have a YouTube channel, a Patreon channel, and I am currently working on the Instagram and Twitter channel, so just bear with me with that. But I do hope that my readings hold benefit to you in your hour of need for advice or direction or, just a kind word. I really do hope that my readings resonate with you. Also, if you would like to donate to the channel, you can. It's in the description box below. I also offer personal readings. Anything else? No, I think that's about it. But anything else is probably in the description box below, so take a look. Other than that, I do hope that you enjoy your time here on my YouTube page, and please consider becoming a Patreon member. That is one of the best ways to help support the growth and development of the channel. Okay, let's get into your reading. Hi Virgo, welcome to Tarot by Naveen. This is your forensic analysis reading for the time frame of July the 1st to July the 24th. Yeah, I believe so. 2026. Okay, so let's get into it, Virgo. Oh, wow. There is another sign, I forgot which one, that got the star on the very first very first draw. And the thing about it is I shuffled these decks to death. Well, I shuffled them to life, I'll say that. But I shuffled them. So what are the odds you also get the star card in the very first draw? Wow. So Virgo, you yourself are very much anticipating, longing, working, desiring, pushing the envelope of sorts, really pressing towards a dream, a focus point. 111 I just saw. Wow. A dream, a focus point, something that you truly desire, something that you need and you want to come true. There's a lot of effort that you're putting towards now, and some of you are in a waiting capacity. It's almost like some of you are concluding some type of work, or you're engaged in something, or some of you are literally waiting for an answer or another progression that leads you closer to this desire. This could be in business, it could be in a level of your work or collaboration, it could be with family or friends, it could be in a relationship, whatever the situation is for you. But it's a dream that you want to become tangible, to become manifest. And I also sense that you are really putting your all, and you feel like this is like you're I won't necessarily say your last hoorah, but it could be very well for some of you whereby this is like your last attempt to something. And if it happens, it's meant to be. If it doesn't happen, then there may be an alternative path to consider, but which may be something that you're not aware of that hits your dreams even more. Like, you could still get your dreams, but maybe in a different way. But I do sense that those dreams are coming to a reality. So your efforts aren't going to be in vain. Majority of you are going to be refilled in a capacity because you're putting your all towards whatever this is. And some of you, whereby the answer or the investment of sorts may come in an alternative way where you didn't necessarily anticipate, but it still entreats you towards those hopes and those wishes. It may be even better in certain respects than you expected. Let's see what else is happening with you, Virgo. And we have, the Four of Pentacles. So right now you're just maintaining, you're doing what is required, you're keeping a level head, a stable ground, making sure that you are not overspending or overexerting yourself per se, even though even doing that does take a toll on you. Keeping levels of order, levels of, I hear certain aspects of discreetness as well. And just keeping your peace, your security, your foundations stable and met. What I'm hearing is there are other pressures that almost want you to use your current resources or to move forward with what you have now. It could be with your time, it could be with your space in some capacity, your resources. It could be in your finances. But what I'm hearing in this advice for your forensic analysis, stay the course of what you're doing, being prudent, being a bit kind of, I don't want to say uh, I don't want to say frugal in a certain way, but being discerning about how you use your resources, how you use your your finances and your time management. Okay, that is something that's coming through where you need to keep that level of consistency, a level of where you can count on your various like routines of sorts until all of this is entirely resolved. Okay, um, it would benefit you greatly because um, there's I feel like there's a time associated to this. Some of you, this is happening sooner than not. Some of you, I'm feeling like 1 to 2 months of sorts, or within the time frame of this reading. Um, but there is a building block. There's a process that some of you are just waiting on. Um, so you're, if you're feeling like you really need to just continue the course of just maintaining, okay, just keeping order, keeping things going reasonably, rationally, and in a level of sustainability, that's a really good course to have right now. Let's see what your extended has to say on that. Wow, yeah, see what I mean? This is a totally different deck too. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. So this is not the time to be flippant, that's what I'm hearing, or to be uh, rambunctious in certain respects or anything. This is a time to stand your ground, stay consistent, vigilant, discerning, reasonably cautious. It's not like you're pinching your pennies, but it's like only dealing with the reasonable necessities at this time, being reasonably comfortable. You don't need to overextend yourself as you continue to manage towards this dream, this wish, and allowing there to be a stable ground to support this dream and wish. Okay, let's see what the Kipper card has to say, Virgo. And we have, yeah, seed, toil, and labor. This is a consistent process that you're just kind of you're what do you call it? What's the word I'm searching for? This when it's you're dependable, reliable. It's just a process that you have to go through, okay, or you're waiting on. You have to be diligent in this toil and labor, okay. You have to be diligent in your routine. You have to be diligent in the way you go about whatever project and direction this is. So your forensic reading is definitely saying this is how you're feeling right now, these are your desires, and this is your advice in which to further assist that dream coming in the best possible way. So let's see what else is happening here. Yeah, see, there we go, the Tower energy. So things are going to be changing radically. Okay, this is connected to that wish fulfillment, that rejuvenation, that turning those dreams into reality from the Star card, because the Tower coming in is letting you know that soon, this is outside your control per se, where the consistency will produce this change, and it's just going to happen, and that's where your toiling or your labor will kind of be rewarded. The old foundations will just naturally fall away. You won't be able to stop it, because the universe will be setting you up for something much better, something more established, something more expanded. okay? Because you would have served the purpose in your diligence here. The work, the the holding back of sorts, the maintaining. It would have served the purpose towards this change that is going to be coming up. Like I told you, some of you it feels like a month to 2 months, something like that. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Yeah, there we go. Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to experience great favor here. A lot of things are going to start coming into alignment. You'll start seeing the reason and the rationale behind your prudency, behind your commitments. And that is going to be the building blocks for this manifestation of this dream to start coming in the tangible reality. Let's see. Yeah. Two of Cups. You will have certain supports happening with you that you didn't necessarily anticipate, but it's coming through, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. And I sense a part of your past is also going to be resolved in some favorable way. Let's see with the Kipper card. Yeah, a message. There we go. There's something part of your past is going to be resolved in some way. It's going to be along with this good news, good connection, good community, good offer, good reassessment, and moving forward into something better, whatever the situation is. You're going to get that message. Remember, I told some of you you're waiting on something, you're waiting on a process. You're going to get that message. It's going to get things moving. Okay. So let's see what your key card has to say. And your key card, yeah, the Three of Swords. And what's happening with this key card, for some of you, this change is slightly bittersweet because some people per se are going to be sorry to see you go in some capacity. That's just for some of you. But moreover, this is your heart finally healing, a vindication towards your efforts is what I'm feeling from the Three of Swords. But let us look into the original meaning for the Three of Swords for the forensic reading. Okay, so three of Swords. There we go. Three of Swords right here. So Three of Swords. This card's picture makes it self-explanatory. The background is gloomy, indicating stormy weather ahead. Together, the heart and the swords indicate profound emotional and mental turmoil. As a result of this disappointment, there may be quarrels or separations. However, as swift as the swords are, a flash of insight might occur, allowing the person concerned to put this disappointment and sorrow into perspective and begin to heal. Even though this is a sorrowful time, there is a sense of clearing the ground or the beginning of something new. Swords are symbolic of a person's thinking and perception, and therefore imply that challenges in a relationship or a degree of disappointment and sorrow can be overcome if confronted with honesty. Excellent. And that's why I was feeling like for some of you, that's more like it feels like the separation, the change, the moving on from something is bittersweet, so close, but it's gonna turn out to be a healing aspect for you, Virgo, in so many ways. So let's see what your literary oracle has to say, and we have identity, yep, which also makes sense in the understanding of what's happening in the reading. So number 48. Let's go to that, number 48. Okay, 1 second. One more page to turn. There we go. Identity. Your guidance is, identity is a complex dance of masks and truths, where the surface often conceals the deeper self. What you have kept hidden may be your greatest strength. You are being called to embrace all facets of your nature, the mask and the truth beneath. Allow yourself the freedom to express your true nature, knowing that each aspect of you is valid and valuable. Explore and embrace the layers of your identity, including the parts you hide. Who will you reveal today? And your affirmation is, I embrace all aspects of my identity, knowing that I am whole. And this is your literary story right here. You can read this at your leisure. Okay, that's excellent. So let us get into your archetype for this forensic reading. What is your archetype? And we have, and I don't know Roman numerals like that, but the archetype is the storm, almost reminiscent of the tarot card that's coming your way. Um, so let's see. XLVII. I'm thinking, and well, VII. That's 7. The X is a 10. And what's the L? I have no idea what the L is. I do apologize for the background noise that you may be hearing. I'm in a library, and these walls are not soundproof. Okay, so the storm. I'm just gonna look for the name because I don't know the Roman numerals like that. But let's see, the storm. Okay, the storm. Okay, places. Oh, the storm. There it is. That's number 200. So page 200. So there we go. Page 200, the storm. Let's see what's happening here. Possessing an energy much like the tarot's tower card. Oh my gosh. I just said that. I literally just Virgo. That's hilarious. The storm undergoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, and relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and then the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer. No matter how far we've come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. Their disrupting howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. If you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There, for a moment, you settle into the eye of the storm. Excellent. Oh, I love that. So let's take a look at the Sacred Spirit card. And we have, wow, third eye vision. Yeah, you're getting a lot of insight into this as you stay your course into this change that you're anticipating, Virgo. Let's see. So we have the third eye. That's number 80. Oh, that's like the last card. It's page 80. Okay, here we go. There we go. And we're going to start. We're going to start right here. Right now, feeling of vulnerability will rise to the surface. Fear of self-expression and judgment will influence your current relationships. Try to avoid crowds and busy places as collective mental energy will influence your state of mind, continually trying to protect yourself from harsh criticism and personal judgments will keep you in a defensive mindset and influence your decision making. Intuitively, don't rush into a third eye experience. Take it slow to seek a suitable teacher to avoid spiritual risks. If you wish to intensify or gain third eye visions more regularly, activate and decalcify your pineal gland through visualized meditation. Okay, that's your advice. Okay. So, Virgo, this has been your forensic analysis reading. I really do hope that it was beneficial, uplifting, and especially with the advice that was given. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube page and please consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does help support the growth and development of the channel. Okay, I wish you the best. Bye. Okay, that has been your reading. I really hope it was beneficial to you. that it helps you throughout your day, your week, or probably even the rest of the year. Thank you for being here, and I wish you the best. Bye.